welcome to Attic Raiders Retro Reviews, where today we're going to be taking a look at a game that's based on a franchise that's very close to my heart. Today we're looking at the Thundercats game.
Thundercats! Ho!
Released by Peter Pan in 1985, this game came out right when Thundercats was hitting our TV screens.
The nobles gathered here, Panthro, Cheetara, Tigra, even Wily Cat and Wily Kit will be teaching the skills you need to rule wisely and well.
As well as having the Thundercats license, Peter Pan also had the license for My Little Pony. So they also brought out this game in a different colour of plastic with different cardboard pieces in the same year. You can see on the box they've got the official Thundercats logo and font, which is a really, really nice piece of 80s iconography. There are also the actual drawn pictures of the Thundercats characters, which have come obviously straight from the licensee. And as well as that, you have got the photograph of the actual game itself. On the back of the box, there is nothing at all on this one. And this is a game for up to 6 players, aged 4 and up, where you have to do lots of matching. Let's take a closer look.
Come on, Kit!
In terms of parts, this game is pretty basic. There's not very many parts to this game, and those that you do get are pretty simple. There are 24 pieces of Thundercat figures, and these are just pieces of cardboard. They're quite sturdy cardboard. The cardboard itself is not too bad, but as there are 24 of these and they are just cardboard, these are quite likely to be missing at least one piece of this. And unfortunately, if you're missing even one piece of this, it's going to mess up the game quite a bit. Obviously, as you can see, these parts go together to make up different characters from the Thundercats. We've got the parts to make Mumm-Ra, Slithe,
I am Slithe and I fear nothing.
Jackalman,
I'll get you, you miserable cubs!
and Monkian.
The Thundercats! They're loose!
That was our 4 villains, and we've also got our 4 Thundercat heroes, starting with Lion-O, Tigra,
Lion-O's a big boy. I don't think he's a quitter.
then Cheetara, and Panthro.
If you guys were as mean as you are ugly, then maybe you'd be trouble.
And something that you might notice is that this game was obviously manufactured very early on in the Thundercats run, because if you look here, Panthro and Tigra are actually naked.
Yuck!
Here they are without any clothes on, and this was how they were shown in the very first episode of Season 1 when they were on the spaceship with Jagga before they got their signature outfits.
These arraignments and weapons will help protect you. Cheetara? Tigra? Panthro?
Interestingly, they also have the Thundercats logo on their chests, something which they did not have in the cartoon when they were naked. Those cardboard pieces then come with these plastic ring sections which then will fit together to make a rotating base. Once those plastic rings are put together, it will then create a base which has 3 different rings, each one able to rotate separately, and a spinner in the middle. You're then going to take your cardboard sections and randomly put those into the different slots, making sure you put the correct size in the correct slot. Once those are all in, we're then going to line up these plastic sections here so that we've got straight lines, and then we are ready to start the game.
Yes, let's do it.
Players are then going to take it in turn spinning the spinner in the middle and trying to match up complete Thundercats characters. So if player 1 spins 2 head, means we get to rotate this head section 2 times. We can either do that clockwise or anti-clockwise up to that person, and they've got to do that and hope that they can match something up. Now I can see that Cheetara here has got her legs and her body already done. So if I move this section 2 spaces, 1, 2, I can now see that I have got a complete Cheetara character here. So I can then take those and that player has now got one complete Thundercat. At the end of the game, it's going to be the person who has the most complete characters who wins. So player 1 has got 1 character so far. The second player then spins, and they've got 2 legs, so they can rotate the leg section 2 times. I can see that Slithe here is almost complete and his legs are here, so that person is going to rotate 1, 2 times that way to make a complete Slithe. And now this person has also got a complete character. Back to player 1. 1 legs. That's not going to do an awful lot of good, but let's move this round here to match up Mumm-Ra's legs with his head at least. Then it goes on to player 2. They've got 1 body. Guess let's just move this one round here. Next player. They've got pretty much right in the middle there, so I'm going to spin again. They've got 1 head. Let's rotate it this way. Match up Jackalman here. Back to this player. They've got legs 2 times. Let's just move it here. 1, 2. Match up Lionel with his head at least. Then back to the next player. They've got legs 3 times. Now if we go 1, 2, 3, this person has now got Jackalman complete, so they get to take that character there.
We'll never have a better chance to be rid of them forever.
And then we go back to the other player. They have got 3 body movements. So let's go. 1. Oh, watch that outer ring doesn't move. 2, 3, and there is Mumm-Ra complete. Then goes back to the next player. And they've got body 3 times. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to straighten this up a little bit. There we go. Then it goes back to the other player. Body 2 times. Once. Twice. Back to the other player. Body 2 times. Once. Twice. And now we've got a complete Panthro here. So this person has now got Panthro.
Main thing in an emergency is to stay calm.
Next player. Head 3 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And now we've got a complete Tigra. So that person gets Tigra. And we just keep going like that until all the characters have been completed, and then whoever has got the most characters is the winner. As you can see from the shelf behind me, I am a fan of the Thundercats, and let's just say I have been for a very long time.
Thundercats!
So for me, getting this game was an absolute no-brainer. It's definitely one that I had to have for my collection. It is a very, very simple game. There is not much of anything to it. It's for really quite young children. There is no strategy involved. There's not much thinking involved at all. The only choices you've got is whether to turn clockwise or anti-clockwise. Other than that, everything is up to chance and is pure luck based on the spinner. As far as gameplay goes, this is not really one that I can recommend. As far as a board game goes, it's not one you're going to rush out and buy. It's not one that I'm even going to play very much. However, as a collector of Thundercats merchandise, this is definitely one that I'm glad I've got in my collection. Particularly because it's probably one of the only pieces of merchandise that were released where their Thundercats are naked. So it's a bit of an oddity and a bit of a rarity. Don't go and get this though unless you are a big Thundercats fan. Until next time, this is Attic Raiders Retro Reviews.
Thunder!